another aspect or description of a woman is she is feminine. And we know feminine to have quality characteristics are suitable to women. Gentle, delicate, etc. The characteristics are sensitive, delicate, merciful, artistic, faithful, protective, and receptive. Key is a device for moving the bolt of a lock and thus locking and unlocking something. Number 2, a thing that explains or solves something else. An essential person or a thing. And she's very, very essential person. How the woman is used. The woman is used to bring forth divine energy, which will be manipulated for the benefit of one's desires. The study of the anatomy of the woman goes back as far as mankind been in existence. We have documentation to explain this phenomenon. Now the serpent, verse 3, chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more crafty than any other wild animal that the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, did God really say you must not eat from the tree in the garden? The woman said to the serpent, we may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, you must not eat from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. Verse 4, you will not certainly die, the serpent said to the woman. Verse 5, for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Verse 6, when the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. Okay, they have shifted the blame for the fall of man, the fall of humanity on the woman, right? Because they said, well, the woman is the weaker vessel. And that is not true, because we live in a patriarchal society. And so it's coming from not only a patriarchal society, but it's coming from a European-centric point of view as well, which didn't even recognize women. Some of them don't even like women. Right. Now, another key point in this is what a lot of preachers and pastors don't mention this, is that Adam was standing right there. It didn't say Adam came from somewhere later, or none of that. He said Adam was standing right there. When she took her that fruit, she turned right there and gave it to him. This serpent, this devil knew, if I get this woman, the man gonna follow. So that's saying the woman has the most influence. She has the most power. She is the essential thing. She is key. Now here's another verse in the Bible. And I'm just using this as reference to have a continuity so you can see the consistency of what's going on, dealing with the use of the woman and how the woman has been used. In Exodus chapter 1, 15 through 18, NIV version, verse 15, the king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, whose names were Shipporah and Puah, verse 16, when you are helping the Hebrew woman doing childbirth on the delivery stool, you should see that the baby is a boy, kill him. But if it is a girl, let her live. The midwives, however, feared God and did not do what the king of Egypt had told them to do. They let the boys live. Verse 18, then the king of Egypt summoned the midwives and asked them, why have you done this? Why have you let the boys live? Now, this is very critical to understand this, because this king, he is really manipulating the womb of the woman for his benefit, because prior to this verse, the king is trying to be on the watch for the Messiah. He's trying to be on the watch for a male child that was going to grow up and come and deliver his people out of bondage. Also, who has interest in the woman's womb and what she produces. This is documented 6,000 some years ago. This is the black woman, a section in the book called Message to the Black Man, written by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. The black woman. The woman is the man's field to produce his nation. If he does not keep the enemy out his field, he won't produce a good nation. If we love our vegetable crops, we will go out and turn up the leaves on that vegetable stalk and look carefully for worms that are eating and destroying the vegetable. We will kill that worm, right? This is what Elijah Muhammad wrote, and he asked the question, we will kill that worm, right? If we find something that was we were developing a crop, and we found something that was out there destroying our crop, he said, you will kill it, right? Of course. Again, when we go out into the cotton field and look for the enemy of our cotton and try to kill that enemy, we study poisons and chemicals of the earth, and we pour these chemicals on the enemy of our crops to keep the enemy from destroying them. We love a crop that we can produce every year, every season, so that we will kill every enemy that we find seeking to destroy it. We will even kill one another if we find the other one of us there trying to steal the crop. He asked a question, he proposed a question. Is not your woman more valuable than the crop of the corn, the crop of cotton, the crop of cabbage, potato, beans, tomatoes? How much more valuable is your woman than these crops that you should keep the enemy from destroying the crop? Yet you are not careful about your women. You don't love them. Why? It is because you have allowed visitors to run in and out your house. Thus they have destroyed your love for your woman, and your woman has not the love for you that she should. This is a good sign, he said. Until we learn to love and protect our women, we will never be fit and recognize people on the earth. White people here among you will never recognize you until you protect your women. The breaking process of the African woman comes out of the Willie Lynch letter. As black people, melanated people here today, and even to 2013, and what's so very, very strange about this letter, it was predicted to last for over 300 years, and the letter was supposedly written in 1712, and 2012 made 300 years, and I feel like we are still suffering from some sort technique that the Willie Lynch letter highlights. But this is the breaking process of the African woman. If she would submit to your desires willingly, test her in every way, because she is the most, key word, listen to this, she is the most important factor for good economics. Okay, the most important. So another word for key is the essential thing, right? If she shows any sign of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract every last bit of, being out of her. Economics. The bottom line is profit and economics. Okay, when in complete submission, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we should go deeper in this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in the breaking process of the female nigger. We have reversed the relationships. In her natural uncivilized state, she would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male. And that word they're using, uncivilized, that's just only to say not Europeanized or not Christianized.